some things became clear that we want to make sure that as we reinvent or revise the Hampshire student experience, that we don't narrow down what students can do. Right? We want to continue this to be a place that students can come and pursue any question and any idea in which they're interested. We want to make sure that whatever we do contributes to building community, and that there are ways to build community. That's been for years now been an important challenge for Hampshire College, and we need to fix it. Whatever we do needs to be attractive to students, but also accessible to a wide variety of students. Right? So we're not planning a Hampshire student experience that is only for a certain class or category of student. Whatever we do needs to be unique to Hampshire College. Well, whatever we do will be unique to Hampshire College because nobody does what Hampshire College does, right? And we're not throwing out what Hampshire College does. What we do is fabulous. It's not broken. We're deepening, we're radicalizing, we're reframing it, right? And lastly, however we put this together, it has to be a process that builds the skills students need to be successful in the model of teaching that we provide. These are the 8 various distinctive elements that have come out of the work to date. And I'm going to go over them I'm not going to spend lots of time on this, but I'm going to go over each one just briefly. And what we're going to ask you to do is, when you get to your groups in a little bit here, is to pick one of these that you think is particularly exciting and work on it together, right? How would we do that? What would be interesting about that? How would we deepen it, make it more unique, more Hampshire? So what are these 8? The first is this element of project design that has emerged again and again, both in these meetings and talking to people outside of Hampshire College as a significant element of what we do here. Right, that we help students figure out not just how to ask questions, but how to structure that question, how to find information, how to find skills, how to build communities to help them answer those questions, how to fail and recover, and how to produce good outcomes. The second is the idea of experiential and applied learning. Again, a lot of interest around this. The question in some sense is, how do we push our curricular and co-curricular experiences, student experience, more towards application? How do we build that into our requirements for students? How would we support that if we did it? The third element is the idea of this started off a couple weeks ago as global challenge projects. It's evolved this idea of sort of big ideas and collaborative projects. Can we organize what we do with our students around large, challenging, important, difficult problems that they can come here and start working on immediately? And work together to try to produce some kinds of solutions. The fourth, cohort building. And this has come up a lot over the last decade, really, at Hampshire College. How do we build connections amongst students that are meaningful, authentic, and persistent? And how do we build our curricular and co-curricular structures in a way that encourage and support those? Right? And not just for some opportunities to do that. Right? The students who find those opportunities tend to do really well. How do we think about making that a universal opportunity and expectation for students? Fifth, reinventing the course, which is really dethroning the course, pushing that even farther. How should we think about the organization of our curriculum and our courses that take advantage of the flexibility that we already have and pushes it even farther? Right? Sixth, the idea of divisional seminars. The concept here is that every student throughout their 4 years is always in a divisional seminar, which is oriented around structure, skill development, and support for the kinds of projects that they're doing at each level. All right, how would we do that? What would that look like? How would a seminar like that be effective for students? The seventh, collaborative learning and community building. Again, this is a sort of related in some sense to cohort building, but slightly different. Right? How do we find ways to intentionally and aggressively bring people together across the campus at various times and in consistent ways that involve people in deep ways? Right? And then lastly, how do we foster advising and mentorship? One of the things that has come out of particularly some of the student meetings is some real concern about the consistency of advising and the quality of relationships between students and faculty and staff mentors. and the unevenness of that when it works well, it is fabulous, but it doesn't work well all the time. It doesn't work for everybody. How do we, and that when people talk about coming to Hampshire, this is one of the things that they're really focused on. I'm going to come here, and my faculty are mentors and co-learners, right? They're my partners. How do we make sure that that happens consistently? Okay? Make sense? All right. So what we're going to do again.